Drop it.
Bem, olá, aqui que fala é o Gamers para mais um vídeo na história da 5.0 e já está a ficar uma quantidade um pouco grande de atividades. Vamos fazer o quê? Também não vou gravar um episódio de foco em 3 horas. Isto não é muito complicado para depois eu editar e transferir. Não é que não consiga, mas fica um tempo muito grande a transferir e complica porque não tenho tido tanto tempo assim para fazer isso tudo. Pronto. E embora continuar com a história. Agora que conseguimos numa antiga da kachina, pode ser que conseguimos localizá-la e salvá-la. Não é por aqui. Ai. Acho que neste spot aqui. Depois posso apertar para dentro. Ora bem. Então, resolveste aqui a recitar a punha da kachina. Tá foda que a China, mano. É foda já com o morto, velho.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of...
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can... Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions... Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place?
Ela pingente.
Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store...
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the sale. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to
Alright, we'll have a... Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged...
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned he managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch?
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
Parabéns, alguma marcam-te que não é minimamente incompetente em alguma coisa, não é como a Raiden, nem cozinhasse um ovo frito, sabe? O mas está aqui até pescar e tudo. A gaja é uma mulher de 1000 talentos, bro.
There are so many jars and potions around here.
No, those belong to the masters of the Nightwind. Their ceremonial tools used to amplify the... Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually... The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar.
Ooh, must be something really cool.
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably...
Tá, já deve ter estragado. Devia ter.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman...
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head.
Pô,
The Collective of Plenty
nem
are
mesmo
known
cabeça
for
da
their
Paimon, a
bodybuilding
Paimon inteira.
competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great... The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any...
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far... He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Não, pois ficando com mais pesado. Uma marreta aqui no meu ver, vou destruir. Gosto de pôr toda uma marreta na sala e foda-se.
The powder still needs some time to settle. So well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's... Does every item hold a special memory? Just like Atea?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the path...
At once? Paimon?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one exactly? Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way, take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions. And eventually, the future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate.
That does kinda make sense.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow, namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archon. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the Divine Throne, in addition, the Sacred Flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how...
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two... Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon...
It's all right. I'd never get... No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just... My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and he would... One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire... My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's... I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation and experience...
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must...
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska.
Supostamente emburrecem na mesma. Mas se emburrecem à mesma velocidade, aguentam mais tempo.
Name up there, and then we'll begin.
Embora trazer a kachina de volta, finalmente.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina!
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to...
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Y-Up is I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster... The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing...
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your... All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be...
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to... I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put your...
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait.
I'm really scared. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of...
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not...
Yeah, we're so close, we can't... Be careful.
Looks like we've lost. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me.
No, I just... feel bad for creating...
I'll go with them too, Archon. Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical... Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Então o quê? Que você dá pra pensar que a criança é o quê? Quase um semideus, bro? Olha aí o que é que eles falam. Uma coisa eu sei. Baby King então. Sei que vai dar. Vai dar. Vai ser um total caos lá dentro. Até deixa-me sacar logo o nível LED. Que é para arrebentar com tudo. Até os gajos de existência. Aquilo também não é como se está muito merda. Ele não pode sempre ir purificando. Ele não consegue usar o poder de purificação. Antes mesmo de ser corroído. Para nem fazer um repelente do abismo. Engraçado, se não se vir é o outro irmão. É o líder do abismo, controla o abismo e nós anulamos o abismo. Temos o poder inverso, tipo. What the fuck?
Right.
Mas usava por ice. Mas não tem uma equipa propriamente vaporize. Ainda não. Quando terminar isto aqui, vou fazer a lendária da Malani. Quando desbloqueá-la, faço que depois pego logo os itens para upá-la. Supostamente sempre upá-la do 0 ao 60. Mas eu já tenho assim 50 cada uma pequena farm, então. Se calhar já tenho assim um chego mais farmado um bocadinho. Meto logo nos 70, 80.
So we're underneath Natland right now? It looks nothing.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had...
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what... These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity, So what you're saying is... we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Quem é armado para todo lado? Simbora, porra.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Mas isso é porque ela não tem estar muito assim sério que já não. Porque ela não tem que resolver tudo. Ela fica só atrás. Ela fica só a ver e quando come.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natland's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Tá bom.
So basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Para uma quenga, nossa quenga, né? Os combustível.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Agora também vamos ter uma dificuldade de jeito que agora que ascendi o mundo para nível muito nova, aí sim é que vamos ter uma dificuldade. Embora o meu nivelete ainda apaga os gajos de existência.
A bond is strong.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Está corrompido pelo abismo. Pelo menos aqui parece.
Bow your head.
É, mano, ele continua forte, não é mesmo?
Stand with me. Stop
Silence! Be sanctified.
Acho que é muito mais fácil se tivesse. Mais fácil de lutar se tivesse a 60 frames. Não tinha que ir a 30 para não matar o PC. Quer dizer, não é que mata o PC, mas tentar. Mas se acontecer uma cutscene, a cutscene fica toda travada. Então, pelo bem da vida, eu tenho que pôr a 30 frames. Pelo menos já tenho a melhorar o PC. Isto expulsou-me logo do Soriano.
Strike a pose!
Into the wind.
Só o suporte já matou-os todos. Quase que nem precisava de puxar um relay, só o suporte coisava.
Let the mighty be humble. Settle down.
É brincadeira.
Wind strike.
Eu também morreu. Pouco que pensar como está assim, por isso quer dizer que se o capitão não vier, quem é que vai ter que resolver a Kinga sou eu, né? Nem consegue. De um nível de um arconte tem força sou eu.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it. Easy for you to say.
Do nada, o gajo só se tirou. The fuck?
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in. Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't put... You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
No caso já esteve aqui antes porque consegui limpar para aqui. Nem é uma coisa muito difícil, só
Looks
sacar um
like we made it.
sauriano daqueles
This
voa,
is the Night Kingdom.
subir um bocadinho de água, dar um salto por uma casca e tu trespassas para aqui para dentro, mas...
It looks so
Quer dizer, não é bem
different from
aqui
what I
este mapa.
imagined in the stories. That overflow of energy is
Não foi
probably
bem
what
este
trapped
lugar, mas
Kachina
se
here in
algum
the
lugar
first place.
deste género que consegui limpar.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Any
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? Right. We still got a job to do.
Toca trabalhar.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between...
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility is not great either.
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the abyss, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Eu destruí aqui. Cutas. Agora nem sei o que se passa no diálogo, mas que... Ei!
Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
Ah, no tempo de diálogo.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering off. It's... We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Our bond is strong. Take care of...
I have one!
Not good. More monsters.
Monstros.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Tem porta limpo na mesma.
Settle down.
Our bond is strong.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Então melhor é aparecer a minha vila ali do nada. 34. Vila ali. Aí estamos a little bit fucked up.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon.
I heard it too. It was a voice.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.